Hello, fifth graders! I'm so excited to be reading with you today. This is our second lesson. So we're going to be talking about how readers gain strength by revisiting familiar texts. So today we're going to revisit the book Shoeshine Girl. I'm going to be doing a think aloud for you from this familiar text because I don't have the book in front of me. It's at Tonda. So I'm just going to be remembering the evidence from the text and talking about it as we go through this lesson. While I'm revisiting the text, I'm really going to be finding the critical decisions of the main characters and then trying to infer what's the lesson or the main message that I can learn from it. So when I'm talking about a critical decision, I'm not talking about like making a choice of whether you want chocolate or vanilla ice cream for dessert because, well, I know you want both. And also that's not a critical decision, right? A critical decision is something that has lasting effects. So like you all are going to middle school next year. And when you go to middle school, you're going to have to make a choice about what elective you want. Do you want to take band or would you like to take an art class? That's a critical choice because it has lasting effects throughout the school year and maybe your whole life. So today we're going to think back to Shoeshine Girl and try to find out what are some critical choices she made? So the first critical choice that I can remember that she made was in the beginning of the book. She asked her Aunt Claudia for money, for spending money, and her Aunt Claudia said, no, you're not trustworthy, you don't get any money. And the critical choice that Sarah Ida made was she went to her friend Rosie and took money from her. And then she got caught, and her aunt did not trust her anymore. So the life lesson I can infer from her choice was that it's always best to be honest. When you're sneaky or secretive, you're usually not making a good choice and you're usually going to get caught. And then it's just going to have some people aren't going to trust you, right? And that's the lesson I learned from Sarah Ida's choice. Then the second critical choice I can think of in the text comes way later at the very end of the book. So remember when the store owner, Al, gets in the car accident and is taken to the hospital? Well, before he goes to the hospital, he tells Sarah Ida to lock up the store until he's back. And the choice that Sarah Ida makes is she decides she's going to keep the store open and keep working. And the life lesson here is that it's important to help your friends in need. The message that we can learn from her is that Sarah Ida was super selfless. She helped Al by continuing to work and earn money. And then she even gave the money to Al in the end to help pay for his medical bills. And she was a really good friend. That's such a big change from who she was at the beginning of the story, right? So it's really important to pay attention to those critical choices and life lessons that our characters learn throughout the whole book, right? Because the character she was in the beginning of the story is so different from the choices that she even made at the end of the book. So today, what I want you to do is you're going to be rereading a text, and as you read, you're going to focus on the critical choices of the characters. You're going to write those down. I have a chart for you. It's a T chart, and on the left side, it's the critical choices, the text evidence that you find in the book. You're going to write down your key critical choices on the left side, and then on the right side, you're going to write down what can you infer that the life lesson or message is. You're going to be doing that in the Google document that I included below with the book A Day's Work by Eve Bunting. The read aloud is online on YouTube, so click on that link. And while you're reading it, find out those critical choices and infer the life lesson. Try to find 2 to 3 critical choices, and then you can submit your chart on Google Classrooms. Don't forget to submit the Google document because last time some people just included the chart and no thinking. So I want to read all your great thinking. Be sure to write incomplete sentences, and I can't wait to see all your awesome thinking. So happy reading. Bye.